Number one, image. You know, people, when I invite people, they say, but how should I dress? Can you dress for a brand? How dress for how you want us to address you. If you want us to address you like a gentleman or a lady, dress like one.
Yeah.
But if you want us to look at you as a girl, dress like a girl. We will not take you serious. You understand? And remember, it is not about money. We're not talking here about labels. I'm saying dress appropriately. To remember our grannies, you know about they used to impress me. They never worked, but they always looked the part. They would make their own clothes. My confidence is because of the way I dress that day. Because remember, your image also determines your confidence. Is it true? And that's why it is important. Number two, watch your reputation. I spoke about that. But here's a statement that's important. Watch your off-field behavior for the impact it has on your professional standing. Someone spoke about soccer stars and all that. I guess we are aware there are people that are talented, but because of their off-the-field behavior, it will affect their profession. Don't say no, go starting, so therefore it doesn't matter. Go school. That behavior off class has an impact on what happens in the classroom. Now, third element, it's important to always be present. Presence is important. I want you to make this observation. I think I've spoken too much about cohesive. I've got shares there. But let me give you an example. Gabon. Have you noticed, for every kilometer or two, there's a Coca-Cola sign? Have you noticed? How about TV? Hey, do you know where they are doing it deliberately? Because they are out of sight? Out of mind. They tried it in 1985. They pulled out adverts. They said, no, Coke is a big brand. We can afford not to advertise. And guess what? They lost almost 500 billion. And they had to bring back their advertisements. So even you as a young person, you always need to maintain presence. Now, nowadays, we've got very good technology. Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, and all that. But let me tell you something that's shocking, because I'm also on Facebook. I'll give you my Facebook name. What is shocking is what people post. Have you seen what people post? This is for lunch. Me and my friends at MSK. The following day, I go bizarre no what a span. Marumoto mo associate le MSK, unga picture ladies who kry motho wetse a tlhagise cleavage a be ile mole. Ka sana ba no batla go bereka la bona motho o tlo tsitsa mathata. Now I am saying to you, I don't say lose your youth. But make sure that when you think about you, we think of someone that we can really take serious. And that's what we are talking about. The next element, very important, cherish small beginnings. I have a friend of mine who's in our field. This guy, after matric, this is very important for you. After matric, he was unemployed, which is what happens mostly in South Africa nowadays. He did not have a job, so he went with his family to a store. At the time, it sell his house. I think it's not there anymore. Now, Anelili, a family member, so he was waiting, and I'm a fella shopping and all that. Now, what happened is that a lady came to, an elderly lady comes to him looking for help. And instead of saying, normally if you say, what do you say? I don't work here. And don't you do it with attitude? Yeah. We do it with attitude. Yeah, I don't work here. That's typically what people would do. But he instead of saying that, he took this lady, Amisa, go anabata dilogote, as if he works there. What he was not aware of is that the store manager was watching. Now the store manager pulls him on the side and says, what do you do? He says, no, I just finished my trick, I'm unemployed, it was on a Saturday. He says, Monday you come and work here. He did not have to apply for the job, he did not have to go through interviews. All he did is that he did something positive. Yeah. Without an intention, Yahweh is anything but just to do good. But someone was watching. But guess what? When he got the job, he thought of, because kids are tricky, but I'm going to go office in Gidulena. Now he's thinking, oh my goodness, this is what I have to do. Now he's standing at the door and he has to practice this thing. And now, remember, as a young guy, and young people normally, whatever we want to be choose in terms of what we want to do. You already thinking, okay, you want to do this and that. Now he's standing at the door, gena mama, gena papa, gena mama, gena papa. Blah, 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 and all that. Now this guy, diligently, he did it. But today, if you can see him, he's one of the top guys that you can ever imagine. Because he cherished small beginnings. If you read and listen to stories of people that have made it to the top, you'll see they started somewhere. And now, you know why I like the small beginnings? Because one day that story becomes a selling point. Today, there's a book here, Hemen Mashaba. It's called Black Like You. It's called Black Like You. Now, you know why people want to read and listen to Hemen Mashaba? It's not because of his current success. It is where he started. That's what sells. Your beginnings always sell to many people. I want you to go back home and analyze your Kiski Milema. And check yourself for a based on the dream that I want to achieve. Are these people the necessary passengers in this vehicle of mine? And if they are not, wow. And it's easy to how as a young person. Let me tell you how to do it. I get most of the time, these people, you know the ones that are derailing. You know what they do? They discourage you from doing that which is important.
Yes.
Like what? Like studying.
Studying.
Now, you know, how more? Even if you know Sabal, next time I can go in. You do that which is important to you. In their presence. Eventually they cut themselves out. That is why it is important to choose the places and the people.